So the purchase process in general, if you haven't been through it, the first step is you get an agent. Obtaining a pre-approval right now before you go out is critical. And selecting a really good lender, it does make a difference in the seller choosing and in the journey that you'll have and how you'll go through things. That consultant and their ability to help you is really, really important. When you look at properties, you can do a lot of it online. Much of it is eliminating so you don't waste time and then narrowing it down to what fits what you're looking for. Then you write an offer. So there are 3 points where there are negotiating points in the process. One is when you write the offer, critical strategy at that point to have that kind of figured out in your mind once you find the house. And then you negotiate on all of those terms. And then you open up escrow. That's step number 6. Everybody agrees, you've got the contract, you deposit your escrow. Number 7 is a second negotiating point when you do your inspection. So once you have signed a contract, you have 10 days to do any inspections that you would like to do. Obviously a home inspection. And there are things like, depending on the age of the house and the condition of the house, roof inspection, pool inspection, sewer inspection, if you happen to be in an older neighborhood, the pipes and the electrical, very, very important. And that inspection usually runs about $400. So out of pocket costs, that's going to be the second place where you have to spend some money. And it's also the second place where you can negotiate with the seller. Meaning if there's a bunch of stuff that needs to be done, then you make some adjustments and I want you to repair it, or I'd like a credit, a reduction in the price. Then you go on to appraisal if you're financing it, and you'll pay for the appraisal. The lender is going to have you pay for the appraisal out of your pocket. That's another point. Once the appraisal comes back, the list price is $350. I'll give you a $375. It comes in at $360 as an appraisal. So now we're negotiating. Now that you know this, you have the right at that point, as long as you haven't waived the appraisal, to say, I'd like a reduction, or I'm just going to walk and take my earnest deposit back. And if you have waived the appraisal, you want to do that in the 10-day inspection period. So you can basically do the same thing. And we're having success with the lenders we're using. We have one right now. Escrow, it was accepted last night. Escrow opened this morning. The appraisal's been ordered, and they have to have it back to us next Wednesday, and our inspection period ends on Friday. So we're going to do the appraisal on Wednesday, the inspection on Thursday. Don't know what kind of feedback we'll get from the appraisal by Thursday, but if for some reason the buyer decided to cancel, they could. So then after you get the appraisal, now the lender has everything they need to complete the underwriting and go through removing of all the contingencies to do the financing. Once funds are into the title company, the escrow company, they settle, then they record it with the county recorder's office. And that's when you can get your keys. It's different from state to state. Here in Arizona, until they have the money and they record, it's not officially the buyer's house. So you get your keys only once it's recorded. And it doesn't record unless the money is there. Sometimes on a Friday afternoon, the lender hasn't gotten the money in by 3 o'clock. You can't close. It's not happening. They don't have the money. So that is the process for purchasing.